Alison Wells from the ASF. Tell us a bit about the ASF, what you guys do.
So the ASF has been set up by a group of like-minded people from across our sector who've come together to try and make a really sustainable change with what happens with in-flight service, product and waste. So we recognise that as an industry, we tend to work in silos. So I come from a product background. So as a product supplier, I can influence where the product comes from, what it's made of, but what happens to it once I've handed it over to our airline customer, and then they hand it over to their caterer, the passenger, and then off the plane at the end. We don't really have any influence in that. So we recognise as the ASF that we need to come together as an industry, track all the stakeholders in the supply chain and work through what are the best solutions going forward. And hopefully with that information that we get from that research projects and the data that we analyse, we can hopefully come up with some standardisation in materials that will help us monitor the waste, reduce the waste and treat the waste differently at the end. And the ultimate aim of the ASF is to get stakeholders to come together and reduce waste.
Now, this reducing waste is crucial, obviously, but talk to me about why it's a problem, because presumably when I use something that's recyclable or made from recyclable material, that's great, but that's not quite the case, is it?
No, that's right. I think anything that is single use and comes into contact with food on board a long-haul aircraft, crosses international borders, is subject to some regulatory restrictions around how that waste is disposed of at the end, and it has to be incinerated or buried in deep landfill. So as a product supplier, I can spend a lot of time developing fantastic products made from sustainable materials, but they may ultimately get burned or buried at the end. And I think there's a myth that you think you're getting something sustainable and it can be recycled, but probably it isn't. And I think the ASF wants to work together to standardise materials so that what goes on the aircraft around the world, people know how to treat it when it comes off the aircraft in the best way for the planet.
So it's crucial that you work together with lots of different people within the industry itself. Why are you here at the big event that we have here in Hamburg, WTCE?
Yeah, we're really here to spread the word about the work of the ASF this week. So yes, we have a stand. We're also, some of our members already and our founders are talking at some of the Taste of Travel sessions. It's really about raising awareness because there isn't really anybody else like the ASF around at the moment. So as I said before, that everybody's sort of doing their own thing when it comes to sustainability, and the ASF is really about bringing people together.
So keep beating that drum and hopefully everyone will get the message by the end of the event.
I hope so, yes.
Alison, thank you.
Thank you.